Welcome back. Hope you all have been having a good summer. Let me turn this up a little bit. It's a little fun. We are back with more Minecraft. So, here, let me fix the audio. What's going on with the audio? Okay, so we had a little break, a little summer vacation action, and now we are back. Let me move my mic a little bit so be in a better spot. How's that? Turn you down again. Okay, so since we have streamed last, I think we have had the Tricky Trials update. We've had a lot of fun doing that. We didn't stream those ones. I tried recording it so we can make a video, but something's going on with the recording, so I was having a little trouble with it. So we'll see if I can get that fixed eventually, but it's not the highest priority. I think we'll just move on for the most part. Some changes. There is construction going on, as you see, and so let's go this way. So if you remember at all, or if it's your first time viewing, before Tricky Trials, before I even knew what Tricky Trials was going to be, I was starting this project. And I stopped for a while, and then I picked it back up because I wanted to, finish it, because I always thought it was a cool idea. So my idea was to create a place to spawn in raids and such in a controlled environment, and style it after the Colosseum, and probably put like a mob spawner, not like a one that was, sorry, not as mob spawner, but like a mob farm spawner, like one you can make and usually go for XP and stuff, but use it to siphon monsters so that you can fight those too. Just have like a cool Colosseum. And so this was the area I had laid out, where it was going to be pretty fucking big. A whole mega base worth. And I was doing this all by myself, and this is all slabbed so that things can't spawn necessarily around it. I made it a little too big for sure. I was using I probably should have used I should have just done the TNT thing and blown it all down to 0, or as much as I could, and then slabbed over that. That would have made it a lot easier, because I was taking apart mountains and shit, all that kind of stuff. But this is a pillager outpost that I've redesigned a little bit. That was going to be in the center of it, and then I was going to have a little village. I had a village under glass in the center, and you'd kill how you would start the encounter is you'd kill a captain, and then you'd get bad omen, and then it would automatically start a pillage raid. However, due to mechanics, it doesn't really like that, having a a raid at the pillager outpost, and it would break it, and so it would just be waves of pillagers coming at you, no progression in the raid. But after you thinned them out, it would just be like 2 or 3. It wasn't really that fun. So blessing, and so I was initially planning to move the arena away from the pillager outpost so I could get a proper what's it called, friggin' raid going, and have a proper raid going on over there in that new arena I was setting up, because this is the old arena, and I would be able to hopefully control it over there, and I had my little village there, and I would spawn proof this next area, and then have them have an area for them to spawn in, and it'd be fun, because that's how you got Bad Omen. You only got Bad Omen from killing a captain and having it on you at the moment. So once I was really focused on this, so I wasn't really keeping up with the Minecraft updates and stuff and seeing what they were doing. And then I saw the update eventually, and I was just like, oh, they didn't take my idea necessarily, but they had the same idea, like having a fun little fight chamber. And one of the easiest ways for them to put it would be below, really low and everything. So you got to go like mine to it, more exploration. It's not something on the ground, on the ground floor, on top of the land or anything. It's not like a woodland mansion or anything. It's it's a secret chamber underground. So I think my idea is still valid for the most part. I'm just not gonna do it here, because I turned this. Well, see, luckily though, with the bottles, that's one of the best parts for tricky trials for what I'm doing here. The tricky trials enabled bottles of Bad Omen, so you don't have to kill a captain and then avoid every village to get to a raid. You just go and go ahead and bottle it up, and then you take it to where you want to take it, and then you can do it wherever you want to do it. So it's a lot more controlled now. It's not random like it was before, where it was like, oh geez, I'm in a bad situation right now, and I gotta wait, or I gotta find milk or something, and all that kind of stuff. And but yeah, it's pretty cool. So I appreciate that. So we're going to use that to our advantage, I think, when I'm designing the new Colosseum, which I've already started. So I'll show you that after I farm these guys. So I'll probably keep tweaking with this farm a little bit so that you can, this is not bad. It's pretty easy. They spawn really fast, and you can usually get a decent amount of stuff from them. So I'll probably put like hoppers underneath and stuff to make sure drops are collected, that I really don't need 5 billion crossbows, to be honest. Oh, am I not gonna get captain this time? There we go, there's a captain. There we go. So there's a bottle. We got ourselves a Bad Omen 1, which is pretty good. I have already a lot of Bad Omens saved up from testing this farm now. So I'll probably turn this into a farm area and leave it at that, because this project has been pretty daunting, honestly. It's pretty extreme. Not that I necessarily want to give up on building something this big, you know, but at the same time, this is like, yeah, with the amount of time that I can play Minecraft, it's kind of like a year project or more if I just did that and only focused on that and was really good with my time. However, I am not always good with my time and I have many other things I like to do. So I think I'll be building a smaller version closer to main base that you can have fun at and have little Colosseum moments. And I have some other fun ideas, kind of riffing off a little bit of what the Tricky Trials have done too. I wanted to as well, but see, it's Tricky Trials is interesting because you can't, nothing else will really spawn down there, so it's only like the mobs that like are in the thing, and I'll probably destroy one, well, A, to collect all the copper, and B, to see if I can manipulate the spawning and stuff. So the plan now, though, is to make a small Colosseum over here, over the water, which will be a lot easier to manipulate spawns, because then I don't have to worry about things spawning in outside or spawn proofing entire areas. They don't already like to spawn on water, so it's already a pretty good thing to have. So since I'm going to be including other things like the mob spawner, which I'm going to try to avoid getting creepers involved with that, because I mean creepers are annoying and I don't want them to break my arena. So but just in case, I'm putting crying obsidian down on the floor. I have a ton of it from my piglin trading farm, so I'm not really worried about using it. Did I leave the bucket here? No, I didn't put it away. Okay. So I'm not really worried about using it for that. Let me see. See, I already have a box of a bunch of different ones, so I already have a bunch of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 9 5s, the most 5s, which is kind of scary. So eventually I'll probably have this area slabbed, as well, so that spawns don't happen necessarily in the thing, but at the same time, this is a huge area. It could really throw off spawns. It's hard to say. More testing is obviously needed, but my idea so far is to, once I make this arena is really big. Maybe I'll bring it in a little bit, because this is a huge space, and if you're like literally, I think they would despawn almost if I was in this corner and they're on the other side. So I'll probably pull this in a little bit, but the idea would be like a Colosseum. You would have a opening on the side or something, or a little, like, I'll make like fake gates and stuff, and I'll have an area for that they can spawn in, and then they will walk in through the gates like arena men and, you know, contestants, and, you know, and I could have that on both sides here, so the entrance would be from the mainland over there. So you could, and it's an extension of the village and the lighthouse and stuff, so it would come here, but I've been meaning to make a path from the lighthouse over here anyway, and the little boathouse. So we'll... I mean, this village is done, pretty much. So I think it's a good place to put it. And we'll... Yeah, we got the skeleton spawner over here. I don't think I'll transport those over there, but... So the idea is you come out here, you can come walk down the eventual bridge, and then you'll have a safe area, I'm thinking, in this like first section. And you can, you know, put your stuff away in a safe spot, you know, click a bed, like the Tricky Trials has all those beds, which I had that idea already, but it seems that they had the same idea. But yeah, we'll put beds in here somewhere, and like a little, you know, little area for you to get ready for your fights, and then you can walk into the arena and begin your, you know, I'll probably have the bottles here too, marked out, so you know which one's what, you know, which one you're grabbing, and maybe a payment system to, you know, pay for the battle, maybe. And then you walk in, and your battle will start. But it'll be Colosseum themed in the end, and they'll probably come in on the left and right is the idea. And then if you really want some challenges, we can open up the mob spawner, which I'll probably put on the back side here, in this area, as what I'm thinking. And then they can come out like a third entrance over here. You can really have some chaos going, or you could just fight the mobs, or, you know, like stuff like that. So it's, you can have different options. The plan is though, which would be important to have the obsidian here as well, to maybe fight some other things in here, a la the wither, perhaps. But I think the wither does destroy obsidian, so this is kind of a mute point, but at the same time, better than most things, especially for creepers and whatnot. So we could fight other things in here, which would be pretty cool, like withers, and we were thinking about capturing a few wardens and putting them in like a further away box, and we could put them in a box maybe back this way, and have like a horizontal entrance over here in the very corner. So if like this entrance opens up, you know you're fucked. And basically like dump out a warden. So I mean, I'd probably have them, when we're able to capture them, be in a I think you can put them in like a minecart. Oops. So they would be in a minecart, and then they'd probably drop a few blocks, and then that would break the minecart or whatever, and then they could run out and be like, "I'm coming for you, bitch," and, you know, start their status effects and whatnot. So it'd be kind of cool to fight a warden up here in an arena. So maybe this is, I don't know. Is this big enough to fight a warden? Like, I'd want enough space to fight them, you know, but at the same time, and also thinking about things like some fun little details. So we're thinking about putting in some target blocks. So it would have target blocks, and then if you were able to shoot the target block, big yawn. You could then receive potions and stuff, so like strength, speed, etc., for a limited amount of time. And I was probably going to set up some beacons, like a four layered beacon over here with multiple effects, so, you know, you can actually use that to your advantage, maybe with like a time limit or something, because you can turn off the beacon without disrupting it by just blocking the light on top. So you could have a timer effect, like, you know, it's, you know, clobbering time, and then you friggin' the thing comes out. and you have all the powers of the beacon for a little bit, like 30 seconds, minute maybe, and you know, you can try to beat the whatever you're fighting in here with that power addition. It is kind of long, so I'm still debating on whether to make it smaller or not. So, but we'll have definitely a lot of decorations here, making it look like a Colosseum. And then the little indents will be where other things are hidden. And then I'm thinking also we'll have like a bunch of villagers set up in higher stands, so they can't really be, you know, shot at necessarily, but they'll be able to watch. And then once you win, you get your victory, you can go up there and do just a ton of trades and have, you know, some kind of reward for, you know, beating the raid, on top of just like bragging rights. You know, you can go upstairs and and trade all you want. It have you know, a bunch of really good trades and stuff. So I'll probably need to make a villager farm as well to make sure that goes well, and have good trades and whatnot, and, you know, have the trades shoot down for when you win a raid. So yeah, that's the plan. Get up high, but yeah, that's where it'll be. I mean, that, or we'll have the warden out behind it this way, which I think would be a cooler entrance. So we'll have like a separate box over here where we can funnel them into, and then have them come out this way, and then just, you know, step out into the arena, and you're just like, oh shit. My god. So yeah, like normal raiding parties coming from the sides, and then I just don't know if my thing can render this to all work in the same area, so I think I'll have to make it a little smaller. But yeah, lots of testing ahead. Still, you know, I know a lot more now from building the other one. However, getting to the more, you know, nitty-gritty details, it's going to be a little tough, but at the same time, I'm excited to build this, because this is like an open air, full realization Colosseum kind of thing, versus the Tricky Trials, which is like down in like a, you know, down deep, and you gotta go find it and stuff. Like this is more fun for builds, I think, and I think it's something that people could build on like a lot of servers for fun. You know, to have people come in and like have like to set their skill and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight, you know, a level 1 raid all by myself, and, you know, they can do it, and like you can do it in like full nether or full, you know, whatever armor you want to use, whether it's your armor or a borrowed set from the arena side or something, you know, fully enchanted, not fully enchanted, etc. Or I was also thinking about other really cool mobs that you could definitely fight that would be like a really fun challenge. So we could what's it called, farm a bunch of stuff, but put some zombies with swords and whatnot, and like diamond armor, or maybe even like a netherite armor one, and, you know, it would be pretty fun, I think, to have that kind of a boss too, because that kind of boss is like no joke as well. Like a fully netherite kitted out zombie with like maybe thorns or something, and he has like a really good sword or something, and, you know, that would be pretty formidable. And if you had a few of those, that would be pretty scary. And yeah, it would be something that would take a little while to get over. But yeah, I have big plans for this area now, and since it's a lot closer to the main base, I'm hoping progress goes fast, because I can, you know, don't have to travel so far to get to the area I'm building. So that's also what I'm really looking forward to as well. It'll be adorned, of course, with like the tons of ominous banners and whatnot, and But yeah, we'll see about getting other mobs, like very Colosseum-esque. I already think it's like when you start thinking about it, you kind of get what they were like. They get into the Colosseum mindset where you're just like, oh yeah, I have to transport crazy wild animals from far away and bring them here, and like, yeah, I had to get the warden. I want to get like other weird mobs over here that would be fun to fight, you know, and like store and everything until they're ready to fight. Or until they're ready to be fought, I would rather say. But yeah, that's a little update on where we're at with the Colosseum. We're kind of restarting here, but we know a lot more, so it should be pretty good. A lot swifter, I imagine. So I'm hoping this project can be accomplished in a reasonable amount of time, and that, you know, it can be up and running before Christmas, maybe. Before Christmas is what I'm gonna say, because I'm going on a trip and everything, and you know, I don't know, I'll see how much time I have and how much I can stream it to. I'll probably mostly go back to the streams where I don't have my face again, because it's just a lot of work in terms, not like work this, I mean a lot of work on screen, so I won't be saying too much. I'll be thinking a lot, maybe talking, but probably not videoing the entire time, like today or the Nuzlocke or whatever. Oh, because I end up slouching too. Oh, my upper back has been killing me. Anyway, it's been good to see you. I'm still around. I got a new little background here, some cool stuff like that, but yeah, all in all, we're gonna keep on keeping on, and we're gonna finish this project, finish the Colosseum proper, and have it, I think, look really cool in the end. And I'll be sure to show. I'll probably pop on too when we do some more testing. So once I get more of this done and have things like slabbed off and whatnot, we're gonna do some more testing, and then I'll be able to stream that. And I think that'd be really fun to stream, to show the testing that I do for this kind of stuff, so that we don't have to, you know, you can see what I'm thinking and then where I'm going with it and that kind of stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. The Colosseum's not dead. It just took a little break because Tricky Trials came out, and we explored that for a bit, and you know, learned some things, and it was like, oh, okay, I see, this can be used for us. So I think it'll be pretty good for us to use a lot of the stuff that came there, especially the bottles. The bottles is the biggest thing for sure, because I think this will work better with the bottles. So that's definitely a huge plus for us doing these projects. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I still need a lot of materials to complete this. I have plenty of, you know, crying obsidian from the piglin tradings and stuff, so I'm not too worried about that, but we'll see what else happens. All right, I'll do that. No. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Stay tuned for more streams where we'll be, you know, continuing this project, and whether I'll see, like, once I get to a certain point, I'll probably make an announcement of like what the stream will be, so that you know whether it's the good one or not with the testing. So enjoy, have a good summer, stay cool out there, and peace and love.